Hi, my name is Robin Mills, and I have been commonly referred to as a poet. I don't really feel like a poet. I don't even know what a poet is supposed to feel like. Um, I tend to speak the way that I think, and I have a ridiculous capacity to retain information to memory. I can commit it to memory like nobody's business. You know, I'm a writer. And I'm going to tell you a story real quick, and then I'm going to share a poem with you that I wrote. My brother Danny came to visit me from, I think he was coming back from Texas, or I don't know. Long story short, Danny ended up relocating to Indianapolis, Indiana, where I stayed at the time, where I lived. And I want to say I just had my youngest son, and I was on maternity leave, I think, and Danny was on his way out the door because he was relocating to Indianapolis. He just found a job, and he told me, he said, a real writer can write about something they've never experienced before, um, and I took it as a challenge. And I told myself that day that I was going to write a poem about something that I had never experienced, and that I wanted that poem to evoke emotion in people. And I ended up writing this piece that I'm going to recite now. It's entitled The Struggle. The sun set the sky a vibrant orange, and I, the African woman, delight in the day. Fresh fruit, clear flowing water, and the unity, now a thing of the distant past. The day was an ordinary day until they came, with their loud guns and whips, shouting, pushing, beating, and killing. The choice was not ours to make, but was theirs. There were so many of us on the huge ship. More and more of us were piled on top one another. The congestion was almost overbearing. The cries and the foreign tongues, we were all Africans yet spoke different languages. I longed for home, a home I feared my unborn child would never know. How I prayed. I asked the Creator to show me the way. I lost hope, then I sang, and my faith was renewed. The ship sailed for many days and nights. Days and nights lingered and mixed until I was unsure of the time. The water was not the soft caress of home, but a forceful pull to some strange unknown destination. All was no longer well. I could feel the pending doom. All the love and all the hope buried deep within my womb with my unborn child. I blocked out the pain. It was too much for one woman to bear. Where is my love, my life, my child? That pale faced devil took him away. I begged and I pleaded, and yes, I got down on my knees to no avail. My child was gone, and there I sat, bitter. The beatings, the rapings, the killings. How had a people so strong fallen? Now there I was, nothing but an object to lay up and have babies with, for them to do with as they please, as if that child had no mother. 15 children I bore, 15 children gone. I watched the whole world turn upside down, and not one of us landed on our feet. Now reincarnated into another African woman, I see brothers struggling and striving to overcome. I see them on the path of righteousness. I see them take positive steps forward, and I watch as they're forced to take 2 steps back. Is there any wonder that our people are in the predicament that we're in? I see brothers who have made it, yet in the same picture, I see brothers who have somehow lost their way home. I see brothers on the street making it, yet they're always looking back, perhaps to make sure the devil has not gained ground. And then there are the brothers who have simply given up and find some type of solace in their refuge. My sisters continue to struggle. to be both mother and father, to be both strong and submissive, trying not to lay blame, trying to maintain in a position we were never meant to fill. Mine is the sad story of the harsh reality of my people, and the struggle continues. So that's my piece. It's entitled The Struggle. It speaks of an African woman minding her own business who was stole away to America to be a slave. And I've never experienced it. I've never been to Africa. I've never been on a ship. I've never been sold. I've never been whipped. I've never had my children stolen from me. But my ancestors have. And they live and reside deep within the heart of me. And I'm convinced that the story is a story that I've experienced. And that's the reason why I can tell it so well, because it's something that I know. I'm blessed to be a writer, and even more blessed to be able to convey my thoughts through words, spoken word. And I'm a poet. Who knew it? I'm a poet. And I appreciate you for taking the time to get to know Robin Mills, the poet. Brave to think.